Hello y'all, and welcome to YoungFolk Knits. Today, let's plan an entire outfit.
21 degrees and sunny, just the way I always wanted. 더바랄 것도 없어, 지금 이대로면 좋아. 따스한 별빛이 가득 담은 sand river.
Hello y'all, and welcome back to YoungFolk Knits. My name is Casey, and on this channel, I mainly like to share all about my love for fiber arts. So lots and lots of knitting. Sometimes there is sewing, crochet, spinning, and whatever else we might get up to. I also like to share a little bit about living on a small farm here in Arkansas, where my husband, myself, and our children are beekeepers. We love raising gardens, chickens, animals, all the things, and spending time outdoors here in the foothills of the Ozarks. So if any of that sounds like it might be your cup of tea, then make sure and hit that subscribe button so you won't miss out on any new video content. Today though, I really wanted to show you how I am going about planning an outfit for Rhinebeck. Becky from A Hand Knit Letter and I and our husbands are both going to be at YoungFolk on Friday and at Rhinebeck or New York Sheep and Wool Festival on Saturday, October the 20th and 21st. I believe those are the dates. So we are super excited about planning what we want to wear. We've been knitting things and sewing things, and I feel like I have just been running around like a chicken with my head cut off and cannot quite decide what I want to wear in the end. I have all these plans and then things come up, I change my mind, I don't know what I'm doing. In the end, I decided what I wanted to do is create a mood board for each day. And for those 2 days, I'm going to take that mood board and maybe not find the exact same outfit or make the exact same outfit, but instead create an outfit that really draws from the things I'm loving in my inspiration. So there is one outfit that lives rent-free in my brain. I am an 80s baby, and therefore I grew up in the 90s. And let me just tell you, there is no fashion like 90s fashion. I love it. It speaks to my heart. I feel like it is my soul aesthetic. I love 90s fashion. One outfit that I absolutely love is sort of 90s style button-up dress. It's really flowy, and I love it worn with white sneakers. In the summer, that's all you need. To make it fall, you throw on a big oversized cardigan, and it's just delicious. I really like that style dress in lots and lots of colors. I love it in sort of black with a ditzy floral. I love it in a navy blue, but my favorite is probably a red with a ditzy floral. I love it with the camisole straps over a t-shirt. Classic, love that. But I think that for this occasion, I don't want to wear a camisole dress. I think I would rather have some sleeves on and then wear a cardigan over it. So let me show you the mood board I made with an inspiration photo that I really liked because it had all the elements. It did have the dress, maybe not the exact dress, but the same vibe I would be going for. It had the cardigan and it had the white sneakers. I'm going to pop it up here. This is my mood board. A few things I really love about this style is that it's very effortlessly chic, especially that oversized cardigan off your shoulder. It throws major 90s vibes, but really I feel like it's every decade. When does that ever go out of style? But with a really fun red ditzy floral dress, cool sunglasses, I mean, I love it so much. Now, I was talking to my friend Becky, who is A Hand Knit Letter, both on Instagram and YouTube, and she co-hosts the audio podcast with me, which we have been taking a short break from. It's been about 2 or 3 weeks since we have recorded an audio podcast, And that is just because life has been crazy. Just a few end of summer vacation, starting school back, just a lot of stuff going on. But we will be back in studio next week. So we're very excited to get back on track with our audio podcast. And if you haven't listened to it yet, you can find us on Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, Spotify, anywhere that podcasts are streamed. You should be able to find it, and it is called the YoungFolk Knits podcast. So check it out. Definitely talking a lot about Rhinebeck on the episodes at the moment. So if you want to continue the discussion, you can hear all about it there. So I was talking to Becky and just talking about how, I love lots of different fashion styles. I love lots of different aesthetics, but I am not a skinny girl. So I basically will never look like the girl in the picture. Anything I find that I love, I'm never going to look like that picture. And it is what it is. That's okay. I'm me. I'm me. I'm me. That's all right. But a lot of times even I will create these great outfits, but then I won't wear them because I don't look like the model in the picture. I do 100% believe that it's important to try to be healthy so that we can enjoy life, but I don't like fat shaming at all. I do think that being fat is not a moral failing. We're all different. Our bodies all work different, and I enjoy food. And that's okay. It takes all of us to make the world go round. So I now try to have a different mindset. I don't go into it trying to think I want to look exactly like this model looks. Instead, I like to take elements and the vibe I get as a whole from the look, and I try to take what I can from it that will work best for me and my body, and then tailor it. And in the end, it's not going to be exactly the same. It's not going to look exactly the same, but I want to make what I create look best for me. And I think that's really great about making your own clothes, knitting your own garments, sewing, any of those things you can tailor to get exactly what you want. So it's really special. So with all of that in mind, let's jump down the rabbit hole of this mood board. First things first about this outfit, let's start at the base layer, her dress. I love the flowy dresses, midi length. I like them to come below the knee. I don't want it to be maxi length where it's, all the way even to my ankle. I don't like that. I do like maxi dresses, but not for this particular look. I like it to be midi length. And I love the red ditzy floral fabric. So believe it or not, that specific fabric in a rayon or viscose is not the easiest to find here in the United States. It may be that I'm looking in the wrong place. It may be easier to find in different countries. But for me personally, I've had a little bit of trouble. I did find this on Etsy, and I think that it would translate well into a dress. So to purchase 4 yards of this fabric is about $65 plus shipping. So there's your initial cost for your dress. To buy one ready to wear, I think would definitely be at least that much money, but that might be, your total cost for a dress like this that you would buy ready to wear. However, I almost could not find a ready-to-wear dress in this style, in this color, that would fit my bust size, that would be long enough for me. I'm 5'8". It's just difficult to find something whenever I have a very specific thought in my head of what I want this dress to look like. So while I like the dress that she is wearing in this picture, it's not what I actually picture in my head. I'm seeing something a little bit more like this photo. So definitely not a cami dress version, but I really like it to have a little bit of sleeves. I would love it to be button up. And if not, I really like it to be tied with maybe a little bit of ruffle with it. But I would like it to be midi length. Let's say we're going to take this fabric, and I then started the search for a sewing pattern. In the end, I came across a few that are friendly to a wide range of sizes. The first one I found is a pattern by True Buys, and it is called the Shelby Dress and Romper. So the pattern is sort of a 2-in-1 or even a 3-in-1. 4-in-1, because you can either make it a dress or a romper, and then with that you can make it a short length or a maxi length. So I really like the dress version, and I think that I would make it a midi length, and I love the buttons. I like the short sleeves. I think that with that rayon fabric you could get a great 90s vibed dress out of this. I love the fact that it has a tie in the back, so you can really customize the fit, and it can keep it flowy at the bottom, even loose at the chest, but right at your natural waist you can attach those ties, and you can cinch that in a little bit just to really highlight your natural waist. It's going to give you a little bit more of an hourglass figure in the dress, and I like that a lot. I also like that the ties are low profile, so it's not going to be creating a bulge if you're wearing some knitwear over the top of it, which we'll talk about more in a minute. So if you want to get it in the plus size, I think it really only comes in a PDF. So you would need to either be able to print it at home, or like I like to do, buy the PDF, and then you would need to send it off to be printed. So that's going to cost $16 for the PDF. And then you also need to take into account getting it printed at a print shop, which with shipping and everything is going to cost around $18 to $20. And if you're wondering why I'm talking about price, I don't want to let an outfit that I like get into an exorbitant price range. So I've been trying to write down what the cost of each material would be and keep that in mind, because if things start getting too expensive, I won't be able to finish my outfit or complete it. So, you know, all of that is good to think about before you start it, to make sure you'll be able to actually work through the entire outfit, or at least for me. Another pattern I really liked is from Friday Pattern Company, and it is the Hughes dress. I think that it is really cute with the buttons as well. It has some bust shaping. It has some great sleeves. You can even put pockets on it. And on the back, you have a sort of lattice work lace up tie, so that you can really accentuate the bodice of this dress to get a very customizable fit. That's going to be really helpful in giving you leeway even on picking a size. If you made one that was a little big, you're going to be able to cinch it in with these ties. I would definitely make sure that on the size I chose, it had a little bit of positive ease, so that you can cinch it in and get a nice fit. If it's too little, your buttons are going to pop and all that. But I like the fact that this is going to give you some customization even once it is finished being sewn. Okay, next let's look at the sweater. So I absolutely love a oversized sweater off the shoulder. I think all of that just looks so cozy. And there's a couple of sweaters, I mean really there are so many that would fit the bill for this, but there were a few that caught my eye I wanted to share. In my opinion, the goal here is oversized and comfy. One of them that I really like is the balloon jacket. This is a pattern from Petite Knit. It does not have the best size range though. It only goes from extra small to extra large. But it's an Aran weight gauge. It is all over garter stitch, and it just looks super big and cozy and snuggly, and I think that that would definitely give you the vibe. I also really loved the November jacket, which is a pattern by Petite Knit as well. This is an Aran weight, and it comes in size extra small through 5XL. This is an all over brioche jacket. or a heavy sweater. I love the pockets. I love the fact that it doesn't have buttons. I love the shaping on the shoulders. I love that it's drop shoulder. I think this would 100% give you a similar look to the inspiration picture, which I'm calling 90s French girl, late summer, early fall. You know what, let's just call it 90s French girl core. I don't know, it's probably already in a subset. I don't know what it is though, I just like it. But in the end, the sweater, I think I want to try to knit before Rhinebeck, which I think I'm gonna drop everything that I'm working on except for my test knit. So I've got my alder test knit. I am actually have another cardigan that I'm testing with some Camellia Fiber Co yarn, but that is not due until November. So I'm not gonna work a lot on that right now. And what else do I have due? Anyway, I'm gonna try to finish those things that I need to finish, but I'm not gonna work on anything extra. And instead, I'm gonna try to hurriedly work on some of these knits instead. If I was doing nothing else, I could easily finish a cardigan by a month from now, but who knows if I could even do that. It's September 19th, so I've got exactly 1 month. Who knows? Anyway, back to what I was saying. The cardigan I think I have landed on that I want to make is from the new Sandnes Garn publication that was just recently released like a week or so ago. And it is called the Artisan Cardigan, and I love it. It's DK and a mohair. So they use double Sunday and a mohair. I, of course, cannot use mohair. If I use Surrey, it gives me a lot heavier fabric than if I were to use a mohair. So I could probably get gauge with fingering weight, like Sunday instead of double Sunday. Sunday is Sandnes Garn's fingering weight merino yarn. So I could use that with the Surrey, or I could even get gauge just using the double Sunday by itself. I also have this. This is a Surrey from Cumulus by Fiberspates, and it's this creamy, beautiful color. I love it. This is a great option too if you're looking for affordable Surrey yarns. It's definitely less expensive than many I've gotten from indie dyers, which I love, but you know, money. So this is 74% Surrey and 26% mulberry silk. Then I have this yarn, which is a sport weight alpaca blend with wool, and it is from Native Fibers. Oh my gosh, I love this yarn. It's so soft. This was very kindly gifted to me a while back, and I keep changing my mind on what I want to use it for, but I think that those would look really nice together. They're not exactly the same color, but I think it will give it a little bit of depth, and I like that. So I can definitely use that as a possibility, and I think that it would look really good with a red dress. It is an 18 stitch gauge, so I definitely think I could easily get that with fingering and Surrey. But it might be nice to have lots of drape and maybe use the sport weight. I think I would really like that. Okay, back to the mood board. So another thing that is essential to the outfit is some cool kicks. So I love white sneakers. However, living in nowhere, Arkansas, I do have to do all my shopping online. So I decided to talk to Anna from Brook Willow, who is a fashionista extraordinaire. I was just showing her my outfit plans, and I was like, what sneakers would you suggest? I was like, these are a few that I really like. I showed her some, vintage white, completely white Reebok sneakers, a few different ones I really liked, and she was like, here, let me show you some I just found I love. So she did send me a few different ones, but I thought these were exceptionally cute, and these are a style by Puma. But in the end, I love the thicker sole. I mean, I had a pair of shoes like this in the 90s. My mom had a pair of shoes like this in the 90s. She probably still has them. They're so cute. I also love that they have, that sort of creamy white rubber sole, but the top is a little bit off-white without looking really yellow. I don't like a lot of yellow in the base whenever we're talking about white sneakers, but I like this color. I like it a lot. And so I think those would be really cute. To go with that though, I think if it's cold, you absolutely gotta love some scrunched down, oversized white socks to go with trainers such as those. And I've mentioned these socks before, but I think that a great pattern for that would be the penny socks by Petite Knit. But another pair I think would be so cute are some that were just released, and they are the slouch sock set by Summer Lee. So you can get all these different designs and colors that she did in her samples, but I think that just a one color white or creamy yarn would be adorable in these slouch down over your ankles, and talk about some 90s vibes. I love it. I can definitely see Rachel or Monica from Friends wearing an outfit similar. Yeah. Can't go wrong. And then to top it all off, I think a crossbody bag would just be absolute perfection. Probably in a nut brown color. I think that would look really good. So that is how I'm going about this particular outfit. And then I still have another outfit that I need to plan. So if y'all would like to see how I do that, then let me know in the comments and I will make a video for my other outfit and a mood board as well. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me again today. If you enjoy videos like this, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. It definitely helps me to continue creating new video content. Thank y'all for being here, and until next time, happy knitting, y'all.